I'm going to get deep here for a moment. Welcome to the A spot. Several inches deeper than the spot, and even more pleasurable for some women, is the A spot, also known as the anterior fornix erogenous zone. It's located between the front vaginal wall and the cervix, and when stimulated can lead to super intense O's for some women. What if you can't find the spot? What if you don't have an A spot or a C spot? Which you may not, because all bodies are different, and these aren't necessarily anatomically distinct areas. Don't panic. Just keep an open mind and an experimental mindset about all these different spots, and every other erogenous zone for that matter. Learn what feels good to you through self-pleasure or partnered sex. Communicate clearly and often about what does and doesn't feel good. And don't put so much pressure on yourself or your partner to find all of these spots. But if you do, X marks the A spot. Enjoy, and you're welcome. Do women watch porn? Research tells us resoundingly yes. But what actually appeals to women in porn may differ from what appeals to men. Because let's face it, a lot of porn is made by men for men. Women tend to seek porn with more intimacy involved, more of a storyline, and more displays of romance, desire, and longing. Also remember, porn can be used as a tool to get yourself turned on, and studies do show that when couples watch porn together, they report higher levels of sexual satisfaction and more orgasms. So in conclusion, yes, women do watch porn. And if you don't, maybe you just haven't found your content yet. What the fuck is consensual non-consent? CNC is a type of kink where two people roleplay a scene where one person pretends to coerce the other into having sex against their will. In other words, it's the acting out of a grape fantasy. But it's done in a way where every action, word, and behavior involved in the scene is thoroughly discussed and consented to beforehand. And it includes a designated safe word. Sexual fantasies that involve coercion are a lot more common than you think. In fact, 62% of women and 30% of men report having had one. So for some, consensual non-consent is a safe way to act out that fantasy, but in a way where the person pretending to be coerced has total control. What's the appeal? For some, consensual non-consent can actually offer a sense of healing, a way to work through an original trauma, but with a sense of control and a drastically different ending. For others, it's a way to incorporate taboo, which often is at the very heart of our eroticism. The most important thing to know, of course, is that just because CNC might be popular, it does not mean that women want to be essayed in real life. Be safe and have fun. Want to know another reason she won't fuck you? Because being a woman is fucking exhausting. Whether it's your job, your kids, managing a household, the stress is no joke. And if we're getting into bed at the end of a long, hard day, sex can begin to feel like a chore, which is why having a partner who helps out is critical to your sex life. But want to know what else is critical? Discovering or rediscovering a passion, something that makes you, you, and something that helps you to reclaim your identity beyond just taking care of the needs of others. This might be a hobby, a volunteer activity, or even just a regular girls' night out. Anything that helps you to channel that person who you were before everyone else's needs became so critically important. So if you're her partner and you're looking to get more action, help out around the house, but also encourage her to find those things that light her up, because if she can reclaim a little bit of self-entitlement, that will actually be great for your sex life. Now, who's up for a girls' night?